Welcome back, guys. We've got Game 2 on the cards for you. That's right. Game 2, Waga.
Yep.
compLexity. Team EVOS. ESL One Hamburg 2018.
1-0 so far. Doing good, doing good. compLexity. I'm liking what I see, though. They had pretty stable drafts. They had good execution. And I think they abused a lot of their power spikes. As a compLexity fan, though, there was that point on Roshan where they almost did a big mistake, you know, throwing away a lot of their lead. But overall, I'm happy with what I saw. And this time, Team EVOS are going to be picking up the Undying, and compLexity are playing that Tiny again.
Waga likes what he's seeing.
Well, I do, because I feel like Undying is overall weak and trash, but Tiny is very strong.
You know what's sad is that the past like 4 days I've been spamming Phoenix and Undying, and I've been winning like all of my games.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Undying, he's strong until teams figure out what to do against him.
Yeah.
Is what I feel.
In pubs, you can kind of just run at people, and it tilts them. It gets under their skin.
Yeah, of course. And there's no real coordination on who kills Tombstone. Do we kill Tombstone? Do we back out? It's sort of like Phoenix. It's the same effect. It's like, oh, Egg is up. Do we kill it? Do we not? You know, that confusion when people are running all different kinds
the
of
chaos.
ways. Yeah. Those heroes thrive on chaos, and they punish disorganized people. So we'll see.
EVOS taking their sweet time over this pick.
Yeah, they picked the Undying very quickly. Like, for sure Undying. And then, I don't know. But it is going to be Mirana. All that time just for a Mirana. Felt like that was the most obvious one.
Same draft.
Yeah.
Same pick.
Why change it?
I mean, what comes here? What did the compLexity went Tiny and...
Oh, PL?
Yeah, of course it was. Yeah, we were just saying that PL was second pick.
I mean, they might just pick PL here. There's an Undying. There's a good reason to take it.
Yeah. I mean, even Mirana struggles occasionally to the PL. You've got the gap close.
She does.
Phantom Rush, got Mana Burn.
She had something to clear the PL. Like, the Starfall is good. The Arrow is useless. But yeah, there you go. Exciting draft. Are we on a replay here?
So I was just told to, you know,
save the VODs.
Make sure all the VODs are saved and everything like that. And I've pressed start local recording, but I don't know if I've pressed play local recording by accident and we're just watching the last game.
I think someone told compLexity and EVOS to save the VODs as well. They're like, okay, here we go.
just gonna replay game 1, guys.
Yeah.
The bands must be slightly different. Like, come on. They can't be identical, can they?
I don't think they're doing
Drow, Earthshaker, Wisp from EVOS.
Okay.
Drow, Earthshaker, Wisp from EVOS, yes. compLexity, Ogre, Necro, Axe. And then they banned Centaur, and then they banned TA. So this has to be a TA ban from EVOS, and then we have literally the same draft.
They can't do that.
What do you mean they can't do it? Of course they can. Did they ban PA? Yeah, they did. This is the same. Don't ban Dazzle. Ban something. Ban Bane. They're going to ban Bane here instead of Dazzle. I tell you now. They're banning the Bane.
No, it's gonna be... They can't change it.
Oh, also, I got it wrong. It was Z-Freak playing Bane last game and not Eternal Envy.
That's true.
I thought that was true, but I was incorrect on that.
This is too weird, man. This is too weird. Too spooky for me, man.
This takes me back to, like, D2CL, like, 4 years ago or something, where I literally had the same draft until the 10th pick. I can't remember what came out, but it was like an Invoker or something instead of a Tinker. Like, it was still annoying as hell.
Yeah.
Ban the Dazzle.
That's one of those moments where both teams felt like, yeah, overall, you know, it could have worked, but I didn't expect Team EVOS to be so happy about the PL again, so we'll see. I mean, picking Undying and Mirana when PL is in the pool, at least Undying when PL is in the pool, I don't like that. But we'll see if they can make it work. They're thinking, dude. They're looking up Dota buff right now. Like, well, what the hell did we ban?
What did we ban last time?
Forgot. Where's my notepad?
Jeez. I mean, we both liked the Brew last game as a pick, right?
Yeah.
So we could see that come out quite easily again.
It's ruined now. Oh my goodness.
Ban the Rubik, pick Enigma. So we have
all ruined.
We have some Hey, Enigma was in the previous game.
It's true.
He was just on the other team.
Ah, we can still have the same heroes.
We can still have the same heroes, just a little bit jumbled up.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. Easy. Just pick Brewmaster.
Yeah, exactly. compLexity, pick Brew. Let's go. Let's do it.
It's a swapperoo.
So what does this do for us now? The Enigma has changed hands. They have Black Hole against the Phantom Lancer. Some kind of disable at the very least.
Well,
but his pushing, is it that good this game with Eidolons?
Again, it comes back to what I've said before. I feel like I'm reiterating here, but Enigma Undying, I honestly don't like the two together. I think that it's really weak because it's kind of, you have this one hero that wants to dominate the duo off lane, and then the other one who just doesn't care what a duo lane is. He's just gonna deny creeps. Like, to me, it doesn't make sense from an early game perspective. Mid and late game, I mean, yeah, the Tombstone and the Black Hole are pretty nice together. But we'll see how this works out. I love the fact that they picked Dazzle, though. This will be fun to watch, I think. Dazzle and PL is nasty, too. Those illusions can hurt with a heal bomb.
Yeah, and it's probably why they deliberated so long on that final ban in the second stage, because they did ban Basil.
Basil Mouse, banned out, no master detected.
Basil
here.
Brush. Yeah, well, they banned the Dazzle.
I suppose it makes sense when you're going to pick Enigma. They already had made up their mind they're going to pick Enigma, so they ban out Rubik instead. It makes sense from that point of view.
Absolutely does. So, compLexity. Where is this Tiny heading? Is it going to be support again? Do we see the Z-Freak Dazzle?
I feel like it's support. I feel like it's support for sure. Because if you pick Tiny that early, very often you will end up wanting to put him as a support. But maybe, like, core Tiny is not that good in this game, I think. Against Mirana, who can be hard to kind of attack as Tiny, you can do your combo, but then how do you keep attacking her? She just leaps away. And against Enigma, who is great against Tiny. He has one of the best, like, the best things you have in the game against Tiny are things that are not affected by status resistance, but still controls Tiny. So it's like Chronosphere, Black Hole. These things, they don't get lowered by status resistance.
How does Malefice work? Because it's individual instances, right? Does it lower each instance duration?
I remember that I did test this. I think that it's just that the duration is shorter for the instances.
Okay.
So yeah, you can always take the +4 instances talent on Enigma and stun Tiny like a million times.
And also the fact that Enigma very often goes for these tanky utility items. You know, the pipe comes to mind, and it's
Dominator and Hoods kind of builds.
Very difficult to straight up burst him down.
No, so I feel it makes more sense to have him as a support. Even a support Tiny will still be able to threaten CM or just set up for his team. I like that idea. There's a lot of thinking going down here on compLexity, what they want to pick.
Both teams now, 32 seconds of reserve time remaining. They are digging deep.
Gotta go fast now. Gotta go fast. PL can stand for most of the physical damage later on, so they need some controlling tempo pace hero. They had the Invoker previously. Could do with a Necrophos or something similar that would fight. Actually, Necro they banned in first phase. Sorry, I missed it. But yeah, they need some space creating mid hero, I feel. They do take the Brew. They do take him.
Hot. So we've got only Dazzle as the outlier.
The newcomer.
The newcomer. Fresh blood.
Bully him. I like that Brew pick. It's definitely not a bad hero against Enigma. Which was why it was kind of serious when I said it just picked Brewmaster when they took Enigma, because it honestly does work. But there's still missing that fighting space creating hero, because Brewmaster's good when he has his ulti, but he's not a non-stop kind of hero.
And he's someone that kind of enables others, right? You know, he might jump in, clap ulti, maybe finds a kill on a Maiden. Or one of the low HP
it could be a
heroes.
Lina game for compLexity. Actually, Limp plays a pretty mean Lina. It looks like it could be a nice game for it. Even though we don't see that much Lina in this patch necessarily, it's a possibility.
Rip the Limp Tiny, by the way.
Dude, I was
that
actually
used to be huge.
I used to actually think, I was actually thinking that Kunkka could be decent for compLexity, and they now banned it on EVOS.
Oh.
I'm glad that they also thought the same. I'm not going crazy here. I was like, I don't understand why I'm thinking it. I'm just thinking that Kunkka could have been good. Probably because of the leap X mark, and then she can't leap away.
10 seconds. Radiant team pick.
Probably like the dogpile effect of Enigma, right? You know, you black hole 2 or 3 people, boat comes on top.
No. I was thinking for the other But yeah, sort of. Yeah, I understand what you mean. Rasta? That's interesting. Did not expect that.
Core Tiny?
Give me Core Rasta. Give me Core Rasta. I want
Limp Shadow Shaman.
Yeah, I want to see Limp Shadow Shaman.
I want to see Limp.
I will fangirl Limp on Twitter if he plays mid Rasta. Please.
You've got to go bigger than that.
I mean, I will go all out fangirl for Limp for the rest of my life. You don't understand.
You may now select your
Radiant's Lifestealer against the PL. Oh joy, oh joy.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I don't know if I love Lifestealer against PL still, but it's good against Brewmaster in the laning stage. So that's a nice thing. Again, sort of you can rage off the Drunken Haze. Hopefully he skills Drunken Haze this time.
So Z-Freak has picked Dazzle.
That's all we get.
And
that's all we get.
That's all the info we have.
It's Envy Rasta.
So does that mean it's going to be the Limp Tiny?
Brewmaster, I think. Limp Brewmaster is pretty good as well.
Okay.
He used to play that a ton, so that's just why I'm guessing it. He was one of the players who played mid Brewmaster a lot and who was owning everyone using a Echo Saber build. Yep, there it is.
There it is.
I know my Limp.
You do.
I'm Swedish, man. I know these things.
So we've got EE Rasta, Limp Brew, Z-Freak Dazzle, Skim on the PL, and Snaking Tiny.
Yeah, I hope he goes for the old school build they used to do with Echo Saber, Blink, Face Boots, and you just kind of fight people and slap people. Like, he used this build a lot when he was grinding to be #1 on leaderboard, so it was really successful.
What's his 30 damage talent, right, at level 10?
Yeah, well, all his talents are good for it. It's like the entire way, pretty much. Because Brewmaster's talents are just amazing brawler talents.
So he gets some, like, sick crits at 25.
Well, first of all, he gets the 30 damage. Then he gets 20 magic resistance, which is fantastic. Then he gets 100 attack speed. And then he gets the drunken brawler fighting, if you want. Because if you go for that build, you pretty much don't even need your ulti. It's the premise. You're strong without ulti. So we'll see. I think he's gonna probably play something similar to that style.
We'll move ourselves into game and find out, won't we, Waga?
Yes.
Game 2 of the best of 2. compLexity already 1-0 up. So it's down to Team EVOS to try and swing things back for the draw as we get ourselves into the game properly.
Oh, look at the quick smoke here from EVOS. They're moving out.
Prepare for battle.
Where are they off to? Very often when EVOS are playing Radiant, they do the smoke to here. And they play aggressively into this area to try and catch any stragglers or anything. But I feel like they do that move so often in Southeast Asia that if you watch one replay of theirs, you're going to find that move.
Yeah, that's the downside to finding a really good move. You want to do it a lot, but then it becomes too obvious that you're doing it. It's moving. The ad is moving. I saw it.
It's a ghost.
I saw it.
It's a ghost. They all need to be in the same place.
This is an interesting starting build for Brewmaster. The ring. I never thought about this, but
ring of protection.
I don't know. I'm a simple man. I can get amazed by small things, and in this case, it's the ring of protection, stout shield, and quelling blade. Like it's just the trio effect of those 3 items should be able to really protect him while he farms against Mirana. I'm just trying to visualize it in my head. I think it will be quite strong. I also predict that Eternal Envy on his Rasta will die at least 8 times this game. Predicting.
At least 8 times.
I mean, LC's not created enough space, man.
Oh. Crystal Maiden grabs the bounty rune.
Took some right clicks though.
I mean, look at Snaking. He's lost a third of his HP.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Math is hard. 3/3 minus 2/3 is 1/3.
4/6 of his HP, you say?
7/5? He's already dead.
Dead as hell.
Deary me. So Snaking bottom Tiny with Eternal Envy Shadow Shaman playing up against Illogic Lifestealer. And Whitemon on the Undying just behind him. Mid lane facehugger Mirana, Limp on the Brewmaster and up towards top. We've got Skem on the PL with Vlaiku and Avil on the Maiden and Enigma with Z-Freak Dazzle just behind. Quickly get through that before we watch the battle begin down bottom. Eternal Envy, well, he punched Illogic and then feels the brunt of the feast, but a good deny on the range creep will make them pay.
Yeah, he's gonna be using his right click as much as possible here on the Shadow Shaman. Gets all that harass damage done.
He has infinite right clicks.
He does.
Very powerful.
You don't run out of him.
No cooldown, no mana cost.
Deny.
No other hero in the game is like this.
That's true. It's unique to Rasta.
Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, 78 average damage. What's the roll on it? 75 to 82. Not too shabby. Whitemon up in the front will get a few decay stacks up. 16 in the strength. Puts him to about 1,000 HP.
He got 2 doubles. He's picked his moment. Might get another one. Oh, close. Gets it. They're really stacking up. This is a monstrous Undying right now. Look at that right-click damage. Actually hitting harder than Rasta. And Tiny. He's showing these guys. You want to know what base damage is? Look at this.
Hey, 83. Let's go.
It's funny.
Let's go Rasta. And Whitemon still has Mango Tangos to play with. Illogic sticking around. Goes with the open wounds onto Snaking. And this Tiny looks in a spot of bother, actually. 2 more hits. 1 more finally takes him down as Whitemon grabs the kill.
That's a big Undying.
It's massive. Look at that Soul Rip as well. No longer under tower either. So Snaking still level 1, unfortunately. Doesn't have Avalanche or Toss to go along with the tree grab. For now, it looks like bottom lane will calm down a little bit as the wave enters that tier 1 area. Illogic, not too much to do here apart from attempt some denies, get a bit of harass, but with no Undying there, it is a little bit scary sticking under that tower.
Facehugger gonna try not to throw away his life to Limp this time on the mid lane. He had the unfortunate dive against the Invoker. But doing pretty good so far. Being drunk in haste and CSing is always frustrating, so 10 and 4 is a really respectable score here on Mirana.
A little bit of luck goes a long way.
For sure.
Eternal Envy. I'm not sure if this is where you want to be. Nice little stick will get him out of danger, but the open wounds will put him straight back in it. The toss up will do very little here. And Snaking being body blocked up by Whitemon.
There we go, that's number 1.
TP back in. Whitemon avalanched. Shackles are good as well. And finally, the Undying will pay for his insolence. compLexity shut him up.
Yeah, in this game, Undying is having a very good lane impact though. Even though he died there, he is definitely helping secure the Lifestealer's farm. There's a lot of creeps to kill still for Lifestealer.
This is a pretty heavy farming game, it feels like. 18, 5, 6, like everyone's got reasonably good to exceptional CS.
I think they're both the teams are kind of expecting this to go late, I think, as well. Like, at least it's not gonna be decided by a very early timing push by either team. I mean, if you have Peel on your team, you're definitely aiming for late game. But at the same time, Enigma is not unhappy in late game, so. Mid lane, both teams salving up a little bit. A lot of harassment coming out from Mirana onto this Brewmaster.
Yeah, it looked like Facehugger went under tower for a second because a few hits followed him away, but these salves just free-flowing from both mids.
Yeah, he's doing really great though. Snaking gonna go down bottom lane as he was left alone here by the Rasta who helps control the rune. He's gonna just take that rune as Undying is coming in.
Regen.
Tiny not having the easiest start here, dying twice, so he's running top now. Snaking making a move. Obviously, dying with TP on cooldown, one of the worst feelings in Dota.
Z-Freak and Skem still sticking it out top. It's tight, the longest walk of Tiny. I heard you saying it, and I looked at him on the minimap, and I thought, yeah, he is walking top, and yeah, it's a long walk. But realizing like how long it's actually taken him to just go get up to top lane. And we'll move in onto the Enigma with a Lance and an Avalanche. Avil dropped to about a quarter of his HP with a toss forward and the doppelganger heal bomb. Perfect from compLexity.
Oh, mid, he's diving in. Facehugger is trying to get the kill on Limp.
Of course he is. He's leapt out, but the Fairy Fire, is that enough to keep him alive?
Hey, he got out this time. Leap in, leap out. Easy, baby.
Ether Shock. Careful.
I was so close to getting caught by Envy when he leapt in as well. It was a true panic moment.
Leapy, leapy.
He's trying to get these leap in arrows on Limp, but he's not having any of it. Good positioning by him. And Envy TPing down bottom as the lane has been empty for quite a while. He's gonna try and go get a D-ward for the pull. But actually the pull is already unwarded as it's 6 minutes in.
Radiant's
Yeah,
bottom
Logic
tower is
farming
under
really
attack.
nicely down bottom though.
Yeah, he's getting big, and he almost has that level 6 where he gets a lot tougher to kill. And already showing his intentions here. It is indeed the Radiance, of course.
And bring the Enigma down. Level 4 on Avil.
And that's number 2 that I see right there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
And that will
attack.
be the second death of Envy. And potentially here an easy tier 1 for the Dire team. EVOS have the Catapult, the Eidolons. No Blightstone or anything. But I should be able to chip that down quite simply. While top, they've got a toss. Crystal Maiden, are you completing this? Absolutely not. Z-Freak yet again with that big old heal bomb. Shadow waves the Maiden down. They've denied the Catapult though.
Yeah, they did do that. Well, it is a kill on Maiden, but look at bottom. This tower is gonzo. They're taking the tower real fast with the Eidolons and Lifesteal's constant right-clicking. I would like to see Lifesteal add a Blightstone as well, because he's going to be having an empty inventory slot for a long time here if he's going Radiance like this. And I just love the value of Blightstone in this build.
Yeah, it feels pretty good. Yeah, so yeah, denying Catapult top. Oh dear,
That hurts.
dearie me, infest quickly.
I don't think he was ready for how much that hurt.
What is it, level 2? Level 2
That's
Shadow
just
Wave.
a level 2 heal, but the level 2 heal already quite strong.
Is under
Hot
attack.
damn.
Radiant
But
structures
yeah,
are fortified.
you know, I've asked this question a fair few times. Like, when pushing, why do pro players still deny? And it's just kind of this habit thing where you see a low HP creep and you're like, need to deny it.
Sometimes habits, sometimes, I mean, it's multiple different things. If you really want experience that badly, it can be nice to deny still. And especially if an enemy is nearby, but sometimes it's
Radiant's
just,
middle
you know,
tower is under
full
attack.
habit. Top lane, they're trying to kill Lifestealer, but not quite gonna get it. Poison Touch goes in. I love the new Poison Touch, the resets. I wish I had lower cooldown, but I think it's amazing. You just attack the enemy and it keeps resetting over and over. So much fun.
You've seen the core dazzle with Helmet Dominator, right?
Yeah.
You know, with the, just like a Helm creep chasing and permanently resetting that Poison Touch.
That is, yeah, some dumb stuff.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Z-Freak chasing in towards Whitemon, as they did bring that Crystal Maiden to her knees. Whitemon, what are you up to here? Just scouting, lurking, keeping your logic nice and safe. The bodyguard effect from EVOS.
Yeah, gotta protect the Lifestealer.
Dire's top
I sure
tower
do.
is under attack.
And towards mid-limp. How are we doing for now? 37-5, Mirana leading the charge.
Yeah, Mirana's winning against him, but not by a massive amount, but she does have quite a few denies ahead of him. But farm-wise, I would say the game is pretty even. The peel is slightly behind the rest of the pack. But he is going for a kill here on Undying, though. Going to not get the kill. Enough heals coming out.
And now, with no doppelganger, Phantom Lancer gets absolutely shredded by that Mirana's magic damage.
Feels very often like the first team to make the aggressive move is the team to get punished. We saw it a lot in this series where they go on someone and then they die. Like Limp on his Invoker when he was ganking earlier and ganking the CM. And then suddenly just TP in. It's the Mirana. Mirana is a very good counter ganker.
So long as they have towers to TP to.
Yes, that is the one requirement. She needs to be able to be there. No problem. Just go for first item travels.
I'm a big fan, but also I'm a big hater of this here in particular. The gloves and the band. Like,
Yeah.
I love it so much, but I also just absolutely despise it.
I was looking at it earlier and I was like, it looks so ugly. It hurt my head, so I stopped looking at it.
Like,
but
I think the first person I saw do it was like Resolution playing TB or something, and he's like, screw it, like he was 0-2, screw this game, I'm going jungle. And he literally just went jungle with those two items and Quelling Blade.
yeah. Well, you have the benefits of being PL and having Phantom Rush, so your movement speed is coming from the rush all the time.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what a
Hello,
fight.
Mirana. That's a big star storm, and they've actually killed off the shackling target there. The Rasta's gone. The Primal Split sends the Undying up into the air. But what here? What now? What do you do?
And
Bounty
nothing.
Rune gets grabbed and bottled up by
what?
the Mirana. Maybe you just get a free kill. No, the stick charges. Wand up.
Looking for the black hole, getting a Cyclone up that.
Attempted arrow there onto the final duration of the Primal Split, but Limp will survive.
Yeah, that was a beautiful leap in by Facehugger. Just got into the mix there, got a nice Starfall off, and just clutch kill onto the Rasta, because else there was the danger of him not killing the Rasta and just standing there and
Yeah.
being shackled.
And that was all with an Arcane Rune running as well.
Oh yeah, the dream.
Pretty monumental for the Mirana.
Arcane Rune is by far and away my favorite rune. It is amazing.
It is very good. So Enigma yet again heading towards Helm of the Dominator. A little bit slow this match. Still quite a distance to go, and with this dive in, with 3 heroes converging, they'll get the Shadow Shaman wards down. And likely this tier 1 will be absolutely forfeit by EVOS. Bit of pressure on the other lanes, not anything substantial though. Maybe a bit of chip damage in towards the tier 1 middle, but nothing that Scam can't come in and deal with.
Yeah, I mean, Mirana is slowly ticking away at it though. Starting to set up for a tower. Some prep work. Lifestealer is just trying to find any place he can to hide and farm, where nobody else will come to him. That's a sad word right there.
The immediate D ward.
I'm gonna ward on this high ground. Oh shit, there's a zombie.
with a sentry as well.
Yeah, he's just waiting for it.
He knew. How are we looking item-wise? So, 800 gold until Relic. Mirana with Aquila Wraithband. This game has been so like action-packed with... It's had proper team fights, I think is what I'm trying to say here. We've had a couple of proper team fights. It feels like it's gone on for a lot longer than it actually has. We're only 12 minutes in as Snaking tosses the Mirana back, but she leaps straight
She's
back
a boomerang.
in. Do we have a grave? Of course we don't. Shadow Wave is level 3, so Z-Freak will have to watch Snaking die, and Mirana is not done just yet. Leaping forward with the Star Storm, landing the second hit, but not the first. I'm not sure exactly what happened there.
Yeah, she had a slight bit of fog of war there, right when she clicked it. It was a very fast Star Storm as well. I was surprised he could cast out. He cast it mid-leap. Very interesting.
Maybe we'll shove up on that tier 1 top. Eternal Envy. Holding his own, zapping back Eidolons. Can he kill any of them? Where's the money? Show me the money. He gives up.
Unfortunately not. If only Rasta had a Dragonlance. Attack range.
Damn. He's on 1-3-3 now, so what? Five deaths to go?
Yep. 5 more. That's my prediction.
Well, I think he might have beaten you already. This game looking not too bad for complexity. Yes, Skim does jump away. Again going into this Yasha build, even has like a second Wraithband queued up. I'm not exactly sure.
Well, it worked out really well when he was owning in last game. But the question is, if it works really well when you're owning, does it mean that it's going to work in a game where it's more even, or you're a little bit behind even?
Yeah.
Because Yasha, when you're behind, is definitely a lot less impressive than when you're ahead. I guess that's true for every item build, but it's hard to put in words how.
It's like the goal to impact, right? Like,
yeah.
The goal to impact of Yasha is, oh, you can move from lane to lane faster and you can farm faster. Impact of Diffusal Blade is you can kill the shit out of enemy heroes. With Freezing Field down bottom, they're going to try and take down the PL, and they'll do so with ease. Serpent Ward's thrown in towards Whitemon, but I think Complexity might just have messed this initiation up. EVOS now looking to swing it back around with a go from Mirana. Arrow flies on by, absolutely threads the needle. Whitemon has very little left to give here in the tank as he soul rips himself back up, but it'll be Complexity taking it all home to the bank.
Yeah, that was a nice little recovery kill, at least on Undying for Complexity, but losing their PL there, this PL is not having a great time. He's at 4.1k, and Lifestealer, meanwhile, is, well, he's caught out for now, but he gets his rage off. You're stuck here with me.
Yeah, who's caught out, him or them?
Yeah, well, he got some nice help from his CM there, saving him from the shackle.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And now, Illogic, with bounty runes being grabbed up, is only a couple hundred away from Radiance.
Very close, yeah, that's a really nice and early timing as well. Are we gonna see the Solar Crest as well, the good old build against PL? I figure we might.
I don't think we do much anymore. I'm trying to think now. It's we don't even see the Ring of Aquila.
Yeah, typically we don't
anymore.
Typically we don't. It's more that he could go for it than that he will go for it.
I'm trying to remember what he usually buys without looking at Dota buff because I feel like that's cheating. But I think like S&Y Mantis. I think he goes Manta Star quite often.
Yeah, that's very standard. Manta Style and then probably a fairly early Heart Maybe
AC.
Maybe Manta AC Heart, or even the other way around.
Yeah.
Heart is so valuable. I see more people picking it up quite early, recent times. The item is just very, very strong. I even see Necrophos players buy it. And it works out great.
Heart
Bottom lane, they use the Tombstone, use the Undying, the Midnight Pulse cut the trees, and Black Hole coming out.
Deary, deary me. And that is Limp, who is now struggling in this game. 5,000 net worth doesn't look particularly bad, but when you've got this kind of mid-build, the incremental slow build-up with Aquila, Phase, Bottle, Quelling, Stout, your blink is delayed severely here, and he's still struggling to really get there.
Yeah, he's really struggling. Expected him to have a lot more farm. Facehugger played really well against him on the mid lane, and he didn't really get into his groove on this Brewmaster, where he's been farming. It's more like he's played reaction Dota, which can really stunt your item growth and your items that you need to have impact.
Well, Zefreak gets found by Facehugger all the way in the back, but Avil's Enigma. Serpent trapped and killed off. The trouble is here that the entirety of EVOS, they are ready to strike within a second, and Enigma trades his life for 3 of complexities. On top of the Serpent wards, that is a massive chunk of change there going towards the Indonesian team. I don't think 500 and 1,700 gold and experience really tell you the whole picture.
Yeah. And Envy, you only have 3 more deaths. Use them wisely. Please, sir.
And here goes the tier 2.
Yeah, a lot of pressure being put. I like the style that they're playing, man. EVOS have really shown that Undying can be a useful here as well, which makes me happy because today he has felt kind of lackluster.
Looking at you, Mushi.
Yeah.
First picking Undying, you know, it kind of puts you in that mood where you're like, yeah, it's a strong hero, we feel good about this. And as the draft goes on, sometimes you can maybe shed a couple of tears.
That's true. And I guess that's supposed to happen to whatever you first pick. But
Undying is very much...
But there are many heroes that don't get impacted so much. This tiny item build is interesting. He didn't go for the Blink Dagger, huh? Went for the Shadow Blade. That's his first item. I'm still favoring Blink Dagger, I think, in most cases. But I suppose that sneaking in, tossing someone back to a Rasta into Shackle, it can work. Oh, he's looking for Enigma, running after him.
He can't get this kill alone, though.
No, he can't kill him, but he has help coming. Oh, wait, he actually can. Wow.
He hits him out of Shadow Blade first for that extra bit of damage.
Yeah, I think... Looked like Enigma tanked the creeps for a little bit first, though. Lost a little bit of HP.
He soul ringed for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, he did use Soul Ring. That might have been what put him over the edge, but no matter what, the Dazzle was coming in, so most likely that would be enough to get the kill as well.
EVOS respond with a bit of damage. Tiny, little teensy-weensy bit of damage on that tier 2 middle. But
yes.
They are shifting very quickly up towards top. Skem on the PL.
Well, they are hunting. They are kind of done farming on their lifesteal, so they're taking the more active approach.
Can they reach?
CM was close. She has a lot of movement speed, but wasn't enough.
That's a glorious sound on that Mirana Leap, I'll tell you now.
Yeah, it's super nice. One of the best parts about it.
That roar is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, it's a really awesome item, actually. It was the ultra rare, I think, from one of the, or extremely rare, at least, from one of the chests.
My pet thanks you.
Oh, complexity.
It has custom animations for everything as well, for TP, for arrow, for starfall. So if you pay attention to it, you will see even the attack animation is a little bit different due to the wings.
That's pretty sick.
So yeah, the arrow looks cool. It kind of jumps up a bit.
Very nice. Very shiny. Double damage rune, also very shiny for the little old tiny there. Limp with Blink Dagger up, 700 gold saved, level 2 Primal Split ready to play, but Roshan has already been started here by EVOS. In we go, not particularly speedy. They will be able to use that medallion now to...
I find it interesting that Roshan needs 2 hits to kill a zombie. I find that you should kill him with 1 hit. This is just... It looks so sad.
They don't trigger the AoE slam either, do they?
No, they don't. They don't count as a unit for the for all purposes. I similarly am not sure that they actually count for like echo. Oh, there we go. The jump in. Nice
Easy
job
pickings.
finding the PL. Man, I mean, EVOS are in a really good spot here, making all the right moves, catching PL multiple times.
Num 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 num.
Yeah.
Look at all that gold for Lifestealer. He's going to miss out on 2 of them at the end, but that's all gravy for him. Sanjin Yasha pretty much done now.
Yeah, almost. Very, very nice. You can just send it out in 30 golds. We'll be happy. Good control on the map right now. Snaking, still looking for solo kills. Looking for that Enigma. Ooh. Limp trying to push top, but Frost Nova to lead the way. Will he get the ulti off? He will.
That arrow just slides straight past.
That's a forced ulti though. Definitely not what we want to have happen if you're Limp right there. Ulti and then you just feel sad.
You're going to have to farm.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
But it doesn't even last long enough. It's already over.
Not really. Not a single creep. Nothing.
Ouchies, ouchies, ouchies.
And the Aegis Lifestealer's coming down mid lane.
Glyph on mid tier 1. Snaking goes for the little backdoor backstab. But like you are quite correctly stating, here comes the bloody cavalry.
Yeah, they have the catapult dominated as well as the normal catapults, so they could push here. They need to keep it alive. They glyph.
Double carty. Double carty.
They're not gonna commit for it. They feel it's too hard.
They will leave the catapults here for now, it looks like.
No, the 200 golds. Okay, nobody got it.
Nobody gets it.
Nobody got it. It's fine.
Oh, Snaking did. Yeah, he got the tower. Finally managed to get back in there after the glyph had been expended. Trying to connect up top with Limp here, it looks like, but he's being chased back through the jungle. No sentries from the Dire team anywhere nearby, and yeah, Snaking, very, very wise movement at the very end of his Shadowblade duration.
Yeah, he's doing a good job scouting and providing information as well for Limp, because Limp might have been caught out if he didn't see all these rotations there. So Snaking playing a core part. And he has his Echo Saber now coming out. It's full Echo on Tiny. That does increase his solo kill potential quite a bit. And I think it's probably a lot of the weight is on him right now. If you're compLexity, you're kind of praying that this Tiny will create enough time and space. He's going for it.
Does he have the damage? He sure does.
600 gold.
Centaur Stomp comes a little late, but they've got the follow through.
Grave.
Unfortunately, there is no Grave TP, just a TP and then a Grave, then a cancel, then a die.
Mega kill.
Yeah, and unfortunately Z-Freak kind of revealed his positioning by graving there. So instantly Vaichu started running after him, and this will lead to a kill on the Dazzle in the end.
And another 3 for 1. Enigma are going to be reasonably satisfied with the way he's trading his life for that of 3 Radiant heroes. But you take a look at this, Shadow Shaman buys back because guess what? Knock knock. Who's there? It is Radiant's Lifestealer. He is annoying and he's on your doorstep taking a tier 3. Mirana behind him. And the Shackles from Envy, very, very ballsy here because Mirana just, I mean...
Yeah, she shreds him if she commits, but she doesn't have the Aegis, so she doesn't want to go that hard.
And she only had 1 leap remaining, so yeah. Very
defensive wards. They're gonna commit and kill the wards. Everyone is doing their part.
nice. Soul Rip into Infest keeps him alive as well. Blink Clap. Limp tries to ulti. Cancelled by the Frostbite for a second.
Vaichu is gonna go down for that. That's a pretty decent kill, but you want more from a Brewmaster split. I guess they could farm the Tombstone. They're not gonna find the Undying, as he is out.
About half damage on that tier 3.
Yeah, they did some damage, and they didn't really lose anything substantial, so still pretty good. The runes are spawning. 1 rune gonna go the way of compLexity, as EVOS tried to get all of them.
I don't know when the last time you clicked on PL was, but...
Yeah. Yeah, this PL build, it's very interesting to me. I honestly cannot tell you why he's doing this. I guess this is just one of those C Dota things, I'm gonna say. You know?
He thinks, therefore he builds.
Yes. I mean, C Dota is not always something you understand. It's more go with it.
It's a feel thing.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if I had to motivate it, it's like all I do is farm anyway. Lol, I can't fight the enemy, so why diffu? I mean, it's honestly the thought process here, because he's not fighting anyone. So diffu would be only a farming item for the agility. Then you might as well go more hardcore farming item with Battlefield. It is not recommended, I think, against Radiant's Lifestealer. Battle Fury is one of the worst things I can think of to counter it. Envy, working on his 8. Only one more now, sir.
One more to go. This game might end before he does it. You said more than 8 deaths as well.
I said 8 times. Very specifically, 8 times.
Damn it. I thought I could get you.
My memory is
crystal clear, sharp.
Exactly.
Top tower is under attack.
Snaking.
Oh, he's
Hunting
looking.
the maiden.
Where's the light shoe?
Getting pinged out here, maiden.
Oh, he's so fast though.
Flapping around, but here comes Tiny. Oh, the Glimmer Cape.
Not just fast in movement speed, also fingers.
Fast in brain, fast in fingers, fast in everything.
He almost dies to just some cleave damage from the tower though.
Your tier 3's dying middle though. Z-Freak trying to deal with a tombstone. Potentially putting himself in danger now though. As Enigma does arrive with that BKB Black Hole at the ready. No blink though. But you take a look.
Do you see that Echo Saber?
I'm not watching, but I just watched. Limp slams him down, but bottom lane, Crystal Maiden dies as well.
Yeah, see him dies. I just thought it was hilarious. The double hit from Limp. He crit on both the attacks on the Undying, dealt 900 damage instantly. This is why, like I said, they would go for the Echo Saber build. It's just something he really enjoys doing. I've played it quite a bit myself. It's strong, but he's so underfarmed in this game on Brewmaster, so it's hard for him to have the same impact that I would want to see. But with talents, he gets quite strong. So level 20 talent is going to be a little bit of a power peak, and definitely allows him to kill the Tombstone really fast.
That's a nice little bonus. A Roshan fast spawn in about 35 seconds. EVOS most certainly getting themselves ready for some kind of move across the map. They're prepping their waves, shoving out mid, bottom. Radiant observers keep good coverage here, watching out.
Lifestealer could buy the full Assault Cuirass now if he goes to the side shop or sends the courier there. So courier is heading there, so I suppose he's gonna buy out right now. There we go. Wow, snaking is deep in. He's probably gonna pay with his life for this one. That is like the 4th time or something that he's killed the Enigma alone though. And he's getting money from it. Mad money. This Enigma is worth so much.
Just him dying there, it alleviates so much pressure off the map. You know, he gets a kill, he dies. Sure, he's dead for a lot longer than the Enigma is, but it's a good top lane push with mid lane being farmed up by the Phantom Lancer. There's nothing really the Dire could have done there to stop that move coming out. So they've got to go back to resetting their lanes. Top being shoved all the way through, and they've got 3 heroes all converging in towards middle. And it feels like EVOS backtracking a little bit while compLexity are the ones kind of pushing their buttons a little bit from time to time.
The game felt a lot more secure for EVOS earlier, but now this Battlefield PL, you know, he's farming away. He's been building up. He's got the Sanchiasha, 2.8k gold, and eventually he might still hit that PL critical mass. He just needs enough time. Of course, Roshan is going to be forfeit here. I don't think compLexity have the tools to contest it. But meanwhile, he's doing a great job just pushing out lanes, getting as much value as possible, and it seems he's going for Heart next on PL. So just skipping Diffusal entirely.
Fair enough, I guess.
Yeah, it's a surprising build, but that's what he's going for. Limp, top, creating some space, being blinked after by the Enigma, but he's gonna be fine for now. DD rune on bottom. It's been seen by compLexity as well. That looks like Tiny wants to increase his solo kill potential by a little bit.
So, like the overall like fact of the matter is, the PL kind of has to man-fight the Lifestealer at some point, right?
Yes.
To win this game, that has to happen, and Diffusal Blade is never going to do any damage to the Lifestealer anyway.
Not really, but if you do burn the mana from the Lifestealer, he becomes quite useless as well. So I still would love Diffusal, but I understand his decision here. He's going for Butterfly next. So that's gonna give him a lot of tankiness against Lifestealer and Mirana. It will provide him with a base of fighting. I think if he gets like Butterfly and Abyssal, he could actually man fight. But I don't know about Heart being necessary here. That a Lifestealer almost thrives on you buying a Heart. But if you have Abyssal, you might be able to kill like Mirana super easily.
In comes the Moonlight Shadow. One Radiant Sentry is all they've got to see it.
It's gonna be the first of perhaps many deciding fights here. Feels like EVOS are ready. They have everything they need. They have the Aegis on Lifestealer. He's prepared to go up on the high grounds. But they need to just push this mid lane and get up there. There are catapults, so it's a great time to go. Split push is being done by Limp, meanwhile. Gonna get at least a tower. Oh, looks like they're setting up to kill him instead.
We'll start with a Malefice. He got his BKB off though, just before that black hole.
Yeah.
So Limp's going to be able to pop his ulti and get the primal split out. Avil, unfortunately, didn't quite catch in time. Gets his Storm Panda out. The Earth one dying here, but
yeah, don't kill the Earth Panda. Save the Earth Panda, because else you don't know where he's going to end up.
White one dies elsewhere on the map, in towards mid it appears. And the Earth Panda still flapping around. What, 3 seconds remaining? Out he goes with the Blink Dagger, and the BKB from Enigma absolutely wasted.
Yeah, Limp with just a metric ton of space here. That is an insane play. Nice arrow.
So they have the gem on Mirana. Good, sick little arrow. And then the reveal to spot the Tiny.
Yeah, so it goes from a great space creating play by Limp into Snaking kind of dying for nothing right after.
Yeah.
And putting him back in a bad spot. Well, he tried to get something more done for his team, but now with him dead, I don't know if they want to defend here. They will have to buy back, but they gotta do it in time.
Aegis still on the Lifestealer, and they've got cheese on Mirana.
Yeah, instantly EVOS are backing. They're like, okay, that's fine. Buyback is enough. We're gonna take it easy. Oh, Snaking is behind them here. This is looking like there will be some more fighting, but maybe not. As the Tiny just runs away, pushing bottom. But Tiny TP'd out. He can't be in base now. Like, isn't this horrible?
They're just, yeah, I mean, I guess you probably just lose your mid-ranks anyway. Maybe there's something complexity kind of.
Yeah, but it's not just gonna be that. He needs to get there. He is off sides. This is not okay.
Now it's a problem.
Yeah, now it's a problem.
BKB from Limp as he jumps straight in. Grave in the back for Z-Freak there as the Eidolons. And that Hellbear going to work on the buildings. Primal split.
Tiny,
The
right behind.
towards the Undying, but look at this damage from Mirana. Clears up the majority of the Primal Split. Tiny does arrive from the back. A double tap down with a final throw. Grabs the kill on the Enigma now. Lifestealer and onto the Tiny. Snaking dropping low. There is no grave, only a heal, and it will not Shadow Wave him back to health. It will just be his death as he drops for a minute and a half. Lifestealer with Aegis still here. Had it for 45 seconds, so a decent enough spot to lose it in this fight, and maybe even continue your high ground push, as Facehugger and Whitemon both looking reasonably healthy to continue this fight.
Yeah, they really want to keep going. And
nice arrow. In we go. Sit down, PL. Instantly buys back, but they're losing another set of racks here. Undying Mirana with that Lifestealer, and now the Maiden moving forward. Frostbite in. Z-Freak caught. Will it be a kill? Not quite just there. Forces the grave, though, and the BKB from Facehugger. The arrow again slides on by, but that kill might just be the one to seal it all. The buyback yet again forced out from complexity. They are spending everything they can to hold on to this game.
Allies disappear, sneaking towards mid. Looking for top tower.
Top tower is under attack.
And we have to be careful. Yes, that Ethelens trying to operate from far away, hexing up the Lifestealer.
Nice cancels on the blink there. Crystal Maiden making sure Urn charges and Frostbites keep Limp at bay, but Illogic, he doesn't care about Brewmaster or keeping people at bay. He wants to go in. He wants to slay. Z-Free gets tapped down. Now Eternal Enemy burnt by the Radiance. Whitemon gets the kill, but it's going to be the rest of Cole that have some struggles. And now the Primal Split. It does come out, but who can they chase and who can they kill? Undying, he's just healing himself back up and up and up. And the Life Stealer munching on that Brewmaster. Takes Limp down with a double kill and a godlike strike. Oh, you're right. PL's gone and GG is called. Another 1-1 as EVOS tie it up with compLexity.
Wow. Man, Facehugger played such a phenomenal game of Mirana in this game. I would say almost the only time that he was really close to dying is when he was trying to feed away a death in the mid again, but this time leaping out really nicely. And overall, their team play was really good in the team fights, and he landed some sick arrows on core heroes. That was pretty exciting game to watch, but I'm still not sold on the PL item builds. I kind of feel like just going Diffusal and then trying to take fights could have been the way to do it. Well, yes, it's not the easiest to fight, but when Black Hole is down, there's really nothing. And what's the point of picking PL into Undying if you never fight with him? If you don't want to activate your PL? Like, he was in 6 kills the entire game?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure about the way that it was played in this game. Yes. I think maybe Skim struggles a little bit if he has a bad laning stage compared to when he had a really good laning stage. He made excellent decisions.
It felt like he was just perpetually catching up, and by the time that he caught up, he was behind again. Yeah,
well, that can definitely be the way to go. And I mean, in a way, the 4,400 gold you invest in the Battle Fury is gold that you also have to catch up afterwards, because it doesn't provide anything relevant for fighting. It's like that little bit of damage to your main hero is it. Use this for your clones though, or illusions.
Okie dokie. That's our third series. We've got one more. compLexity taking on Forward.
Yeah, compLexity, and that's a little bit of a tough matchup for them as well, as they played against them in the Summit games.
Yeah.
And lost in the semifinals of the qualifiers there to Forward, who did win the qualifiers with an impressive 3-0 in the grand finals.
Absolutely.
So see if they can get some revenge.
A little bit of revenge. Tiny little bit of revenge. Group stage, ESL One Hamburg 2018. Will take probably 10-15 minutes. We're not quite sure when the next lobby will be up, but it is hopefully going to be straight after this. Short break. See you guys then.